G'day folks, Jaden Drought here with the Farm Trader, and we are at our ROPS tractor showcase here at Mystery Creek, and I have a little treat behind me. It is the new 5M series from Massey Ferguson, and if you were a fan of the old 300 series, you know, the 375, the 390, whack a Pearson loader on those bad boys, and they were some of the stalwarts of the farming industry here in New Zealand. This is the new age version of that. Essentially, they've combined the 5700 series and 6700 global series tractor together. They've mushed it all together. All of the good things come out of it, and ta-da, the 5M. There's plenty of cool features. Let's go and check it out. There's 4 models in the new 5M series ROPS. If you're after the cab version, you can get the Dyna4 transmission in that. We also did a video with the ROPS and the cab tractor. If you head to farmtrader.co.nz, you can check that out as well. But if we specifically talk about the ROPS, because we're at the ROPS showcase, we've got 4 models, the 95, the 105, the 115, and the 125. They all share the same 4.4 litre, 4-cylinder, Tier 3 AGCO engine. They've all got the screen here to get rid of that bulk debris, to keep the radiator nice and clean. The header tank is easily visible from ground, as well as every daily service check to check the bird's nest, single one-piece bonnet, a little notch under there. You don't need to have a hoodaki to get into the bonnet. And then all of the servicing, as well for the routine maintenance, can be done from ground level. Up on the operator station of the new 5M, while it seems quite simple, there's actually quite a little trickery going on. So first up, we've got our tilting steering column. That obviously allows it to sit in a nice comfortable position, and it allows nice easy access. We've then got our power control lever on the left hand side. Now most people who have had anything to do with Massey's will understand that this is a beautiful thing. On this one we've got our 12x12 transmission, so we've got high, low and 6 on the stick with the declutch button, which works fantastic. So you don't have your power shift up down on the power control like you do with others, but it is adjustable, so you can set the shuttle aggression. We've also got brake to neutral, so that's a really cool feature on these tractors. It's the only one here at the ROPS showcase, and that's done by a little switch here, so you can turn it on and off. We've also got electronic linkage, which is a really cool little feature for this tractor, which gives you obviously the nice little lever down here, plus the buttons on the rear mud guards. And then we've got our loader joystick. That's from the quickie mounted Massey Ferguson branded loader, and this comes from factory with the towers. You slot the boom on, we've got the mid-mount valve here, and our easy to access loader joystick. Around the back, there's plenty of features that are worth mentioning on the little Massey. We've got 4,300 kg lift capacity on this particular machine. However, the 125 and the 135 are considered slightly longer frame, and they get 5,200 rear lift capacity. So we've got Cat 2 linkage. We've also got a Cat 2 hook end on the top link. Now in terms of spools, this has 2. There are 3 optional. And so in terms of hydraulic pump, we've got an open center. We've got 58 litres to the rear linkage. We've then also got another pump, a 42 litre a minute, which just does the rear spools. You can link them both together to give you 100 litres. So that's perfect if you are running a continuous flow on a spreader, for example, on the back, or you're just doing lots of loader work. The other thing that's worth mentioning around here, as I said on the operator station, is we have our linkage controls here for the electronic linkage, which is great for hitching and unhitching implements. And then we've also got electronic speed selection. So that happens up there. We've also got soft start with electronic engagement for the PDO, as well as switching between the PDO speeds is all done electronically from in the operator station. If we now look at the top 5 reasons why you should consider the new 5M series from Massey Ferguson, for me, it starts at the start. They all share the same 4.4 litre Tier 3 AGCO power engine. We then move to the transmission. We've got 12x12, and while it might not seem a lot comparative to others, the fact that you've got 6 gears on the stick plus the little declutch button actually works fantastic. If we then stick with the transmission, we've got the brake to neutral feature. Now that's awesome that you can flick it on and off on a switch just under the steering wheel, and that's perfect for safety. Fantastic for using it for the loader work, but then when you're up on the hills spreading fert, for example, you want to switch that off. Again, it's nice and easy. You don't need to go through the computer and all of the good things that go with that. We then look at the electronic things that make your life a little bit easier. We've got the electronic linkage. We've also got the electronically engaged PTO, as well as the electronic speed speed selection. And then lastly, we go to the rear linkage and the hydraulics. So 4,300 kg on the rear, and that's through a 58 litre per minute pump just for the rear linkage. We've then got the other pump, so a dual pump, which is 42 litres. That's for the rear spools. You can lock them together, so if you're using the spools out the back on a continuous flow or plenty of loader work, you've locked in 100 litres. Check out farmtrader.co.nz for this video, as well as thousands of news and reviews. We've also got this and all of the other tractors at the ROPS Showcase in the summer edition of Farm Trader. Make sure you keep an eye on the socials about what we're up to.